I was meeting up with some girlfriends for dinner one night. I was pretty pumped. I hadn't seen one friend since pre-COVID. I was excited to catch up. We sat down, ready to settle in. Our waitress came over, filled up our water glasses. Then it happened. We were so excited to get together, chatting away. Our water glasses spilled. The table was unsteady, wobbly. Don't you hate that? It threw everything off. The waitress rushed over, apologizing, wiping up the water, and then topping up our glasses again. It wasn't her fault. It was the table's fault. The foundation. We all laughed at the incident. What else could you do? But as we were laughing and MacGyvering the leg to keep the table steady, I thought about this incident and I thought about this unsteady table and how we try to MacGyver our health to keep those four pillars steady, especially ladies when it comes to mental clarity and supporting brain health. I know it's a reach making the analogy of a table with our health, but think of it this way. When one leg or one pillar in our health is off, it can affect everything else. It's hard to feel balanced, grounded, or even fully present. Health isn't just about eating right or exercising. It's like a table with four steady legs: nutrition, movement, relationship, and mental health. In today's episode, I'm going to dive into those four essential pillars, why they matter, how they work together, and how to strengthen each one to support a more balanced, vibrant life, all while aging strong and feeling empowered. Emphasis on aging strong. Stick around to the end where I have a special offer for you to keep you balanced. No more MacGyvering your health. It's kind of my thing to take everyday life situations and make them into a teachable, practical moment when it comes to health and well-being. I wanted to explain when one of these health pillars is off balance, like a table or even a chair, it sets the other pillars off. These are my four essential pillars of health. Let me know if you fit into one of these, and it might be why you're feeling a bit off. I mentioned already nutrition, movement, so fitness, relationships, and mental health. As a nutritionist, this is where I always begin. Nutrition is the foundation for everything else: energy, mood, hormone balance, cognition, and even how well we handle stress. When this pillar is strong, the others can stand taller. But let's be honest, we're not always set up for success. You walk into your local grocery chain, even a gas station, and you're immediately surrounded by highly processed, low nutrient dense foods. What do I mean by that? The marketing is so clever. Product placement, the packaging is shiny. You get a free sample, and next thing you know, you're impulse buying something that wasn't even on your list, and you bring it home, and out of guilt or convenience, you eat it. Let me paint you another scene. My shop is surrounded by four fast food chains. Each day, the air is filled with the smell of fresh baked bread and cooking pizzas. That sensory stimulation is powerful. Customers come into my shop and ask, how can you not be tempted by this aroma? Well, it starts with your first meal of the day. High protein, good fats. Make your meals nutrient dense from whole foods. I'm grounded and my body isn't craving the sugar or refined carbs to fill a gap. My blood sugar is stable, my brain is sharper, and those smells, they're just background noise. So, what happens when nutrition is out of balance? Well, poor nutrition isn't just about gaining extra pounds or feeling sluggish, it's disruptive. Cognitive fog, so our brain fog. Your brain lacks the fuel it needs to focus and function. Hormonal imbalances. Your hormones rely on healthy fat, protein, and micronutrients to stay balanced, especially during perimenopause and menopause. Decreased vitality. Low quality food leads to low energy and craving more of those low quality foods. You're more likely to skip a workout, snap at a loved one, or rely on caffeine to get you through the day. Cravings and emotional eating, processed food spikes blood sugar, then drops it fast, keeping you stuck in that loop of cravings and crashing. Nutrition is not about restriction, it's about reconnection. Take a look what's on your plate. Our next pillar, movement or fitness, however you want to label it, stretching, strength training, stimulating your muscles to age strong is so important. What does that mean? And how would it look on a day to day or a week to week? I'll give you an example. What happens as you are in postmenopause, diagnosed with osteopenia or osteoporosis? You slip and fall and fracture, or worse, break a bone. Dang, it hurts. If you are still working, you lose time at work, no pay, you're stuck in your house trying to recuperate, the feeling of isolation, being alone, maybe feeling sorry for yourself. What if a big event was happening? You might have to miss it. You have to allow that fracture to heal. You are too sore to attend. That would be awful, right? Plus, you don't want to be at the mercy of others to help you, with cooking meals, getting dressed, and, other daily things that we do. Here's the secret: stay active. Weight resistant is so important. Keep up the physical activities, however that looks for you. Recently, I invested in a weighted vest. The comment was, it might put strain on your knees. Well, here's the kicker: it might also strengthen your knees too. As I was putting this episode together, I was wearing my vest, not walking with it, just sitting and typing. However, when I am walking with my dog, I will wear it, and I do wear it with little workouts. Bottom line, stay active. And if your nutrition is proper, you'll have that energy to stay active. And if walking is all you can do, stay consistent and committed to it on a daily basis. The key is activity you enjoy doing and being consistent. Now, I'm going to put sleep in this category. Why? Because we are active during the day and having the right activity, it's important to get proper sleep, proper deep sleep, proper restorative sleep, proper REM sleep. It's so important to your recovery and for your well being the next day. Having that restorative sleep will give you a clear mind again for the next day. And how do you know if your sleep is restorative? So I'm checking out this Whoop device to help navigate my sleep pattern, as well as my heart rate, and how my activities during the day will calculate how much restorative sleep is required to keep me on track for the next day. I think this technology is amazing. Listen, when we are tired, we start craving the wrong foods. We don't feel much like exercising. We have trouble coping with stressful situations. We quickly become irritated and we might say the wrong thing. Relationships, another leg to the table. Relationships touch every part of our lives. It's not limited to romantic partners or family. Relationships include friendships, coworkers, neighbors, and even those casual acquaintances we interact with regularly. Here's the thing: even seemingly small or casual relationships can have a deep impact on our well being, especially when they're imbalanced or unresolved issues. If you find yourself constantly thinking about a conversation, a person, or a past conflict, especially if it caused you stress, that distraction is taking up valuable mental and emotional space. A memory, a phrase, or even a song might trigger a signal, and you are reliving a moment that left you unsettled. That's not just mental clutter. Again, distraction is taking up valuable mental and emotional space. Now, this can be easier said than done. The healthiest thing you can do is have a conversation, not to convince the other person, but to give yourself clarity. Listen without needing to fix it. Speak without needing approval. And most importantly, remember your peace is more valuable than being right. Family dynamics can be especially tough. When the tension involves a parent, a child, or a sibling, it can feel impossible to navigate. But holding on to resentment or constantly walking on eggshells drains your energy. It's not just emotional, it affects your sleep, immune system, eating habits, and mental clarity. Your stress shows up physically. Unresolved issues, when left unchecked, difficult relationships can make you feel isolated, misunderstood, and emotionally stuck. So, only you know how to navigate those situations. And as I said, your peace is more valuable than being right. Now, the last leg of these essential pillars is mental health. Mental health is not just about managing depression or anxiety, though those are real and rising concerns. It's also about building emotional resilience, nurturing self worth, and creating space for inner peace. In midlife, many women face a perfect storm: hormonal shifts, aging parents, career transitions, relationship changes, and looming questions about their identity. The mental load can feel relentless, and for many, there's a silent fear. Is this cognitive decline? But often it's not dementia, it's mental exhaustion, nutritional deficiencies, emotionally feeling stuck or stressed without feeling that there's a way out. These symptoms are messages, not just malfunctions. Ignoring them or blaming age only delays healing. In recent years, we've seen skyrocketing rates of stress, anxiety, and negative self talk among women. This leads to low energy, poor confidence, and a sense of disconnection from your true self. But the good news, with the right support and tools, balance is possible. Back to my table analogy. The four legs of the table: nutrition, movement, or fitness, relationships, and mental health is one leg off. The whole table wobbles. And what connects them all? The tabletop. That's you. This is where my work begins. I partner with women in midlife who are noticing changes in memory, mood, and energy, those early signs that are easy to dismiss as just getting older, should not be dismissed. Through my personalized consultation program, I help you interpret those signs, reconnect with your body, and bring balance back into all areas of your life. You don't have to wait for a diagnosis to start healing. Together, we'll create a path forward towards vibrancy, clarity, and strength, so you can age powerfully and not passively. Now, how I guide women is significant, and I don't know that there is a lot out there partnering and supporting women in midlife who are fearing symptoms of dementia or cognitive decline, helping them take preventative steps to recognize early symptoms as valuable signals, not something to dismiss or blame on aging. Too many women wait for a diagnosis before making changes. I help you understand your body's transition and create a step by step path that supports health before it becomes disease. Here's one place to start. Take a moment to check out my show notes. I have a link to a special PDF for you: a guide to clear thinking, 10 powerful factors enhancing brain health. This is a small step forward to help you bring a balance to these essential pillars of your life. Together, let's stay balanced. No more MacGyvering one of those pillars. As I said in the episode, let's not MacGyver our health. Let's put proper balance pillars in place now so we can live vibrantly, age strong, and empowered. Health is more than the absence of illness, it's the foundation for living fully. Making those healthful changes today, you'll feel and notice a difference in every part of who you are. Master your health, those four pillars, so you can own your future. From a health and wellness perspective, my job is to tweak and adjust whatever needs improvement, to put some clarity into your wellness decisions, and to support you in your wellness journey. I started this podcast because I was tired of hearing and watching the wrong people advocating for different health issues or concerns with no follow up and no accountability and no support. What makes what I do different is keeping a practical lifestyle that gives you personal results. If you enjoyed this video and the information, feel free to share it with a friend. Give me a like, a subscribe, leave a comment. I look at all the comments. Every time you interact with this channel, you are helping it to grow, and it is greatly appreciated.